it's really, really cool if you're not afraid of tight spaces. Dad and me aren't, but sometimes Mom has to close her eyes when I'm driving. I think she's not home right now, because I never could have picked you up by myself if she were. Hey, is that a new image recorder you've got? How cool! And you know, I know the perfect spot to use it. Hang on. Isn't Tamana pretty from here? I remember some of the other times you visited us. You've always liked stopping here. It's one of my favorite spots, too. Go ahead. Take a picture.
Okay, well, let's take a picture, which we do by using the camera icon here.
Just make sure your thumb's not in the shot. Dad always ruins his images that way. Did you get it? I think you should keep it in your journal. That way you can take it out and look at it whenever you miss us. I'll tell Dad you're here. Come on.
And instead of following her, we just sit here. Okay. Well, we've arrived in Tamana. Obviously, this isn't the same place where we were previously in Tamana, which was in Myst 3. Although that location that we saw in Myst 3 is still around, and we will see it later in the game. We actually already saw Atreus' study from Myst 3 in the introduction video, because that's where he was writing the letter. It seems that the stranger and Atreus are keeping in regular contact, which is, I think, a nice touch. It would make sense that they would become good friends after we've helped Atreus out so very often. The game, like I said, is set in the early 19th century, and in particular it's set around 1825. According to Cyan employee Richard Watson, Yisha was born in 1815, and she appears to be around 10 years old here, so this should be around 1825. Which makes you wonder, actually, how does Atreus keep in contact with the stranger? Does the Mexican Postal Service deliver mail to Tamana? Because yes, I checked, in 1825 New Mexico was part of Mexico, not of the United States. As you can see, this game uses pre-rendered graphics, like the older Myst games, unlike Uru, which was developed at the same time. But it does use some more effects, like these birds that are flying around. You get a lens flare when you look at the sun. And it also has a depth of field effect, which follows the cursor. You can see that now the rock wall is in focus, and the monorail car is not. When I move my cursor over here, the monorail car is in focus, but the rock wall is not. Gives the game a little more realistic feel. I've also worked to make it a little more tactile, because you can actually tap various surfaces. Oh look, there's a symbol there. Maybe that represents the monorail. You cannot tap everything, it depends on how far away it is. Everything you tap will make its own distinct sound. Looks like Atris has a security camera up here. Well, let's go inside. Welcome back. We've arrived into nice effects and stuff. Atris' game really is the best looking Myst game there is. And we've already seen that this game looks really good. Apparently high voltage. This is really as far as you can push right next to your entrance. I mean, as far as you can push pre-rendered graphics in terms of making it feel real, I guess. Another new thing we have in this game actually is this game doesn't quite have the same depth of design as Riven. Take pictures comes close, and in combination with the increased resolution and all the nice effects and stuff, which is of course convenient if you have to take notes, symbols or diagrams or other clues. The game will invariably throw at you. Wouldn't it be dangerous to have such a... And you can also apparently high voltage conductor right next to your entrance, which is nice. Zap. Kinda wonder what kind of technology this is, because if it's human technology then it's quite advanced for 1825, and if it's Dani technology then it's rather primitive compared to the key that we've seen in Uru. Anyway, seems that this is a workspace. I guess Atris' workspace. He has a telescope up there, so this is apparently also an observatory. Got a model solar system up here, although I don't know what solar system it's supposed to be. It doesn't look like our solar system. Could be any other age, I guess. Can also look in the drawer. Nothing we can do with any of this stuff. But being able to look in drawers has always been a nice thing I've missed. And we can tap everything, see what sounds it makes.